Hi everyone, welcome to part 2 of studying the Bible with the Strong's Concordance. And so we're going to pick up right where we left off, and it was, I will give them a heart to know. So this is our Hebrew number, our Hebrew word, and it means to properly ascertain by seeing, to observe with recognition, acknowledge, comprehend, understand. This is the meaning of the word know. All right. And I will give them a heart to know me that's the emphasis here. Hebrew number, Hebrew word, and essentially it's denoting strength in the usage of the word. Certainly that, doubtless that, assuredly that. And I will give them a heart to know me that I am the Lord. Hebrew number, Hebrew word, which we know is Jehovah, the self-existent, eternal Jehovah. And I will give them a heart to know me that I am the Lord, and they shall be. Hebrew word, Hebrew number, and essentially it's taking the word become and adding to it auxiliary meanings of become accomplished, committed, as in it shall come to pass, cause it to happen, certitude. I am the Lord, and they shall be my people. Hebrew number, Hebrew word. A people, of course, is a congregated unit of people, a nation, a tribe, as those of Israel. And as believers, we are of the tribe of Israel in a spiritual sense. And I will be. Will be is the focus here. Same concordance number, same Hebrew word of shall be. And so essentially the meaning, of course, is the same. Becoming, having additional meaning of accomplished, committed, as in it shall come to pass, cause to happen. Okay, now I'm going to bring up the software. Pardon my table. I'll get this brought up just as soon as I can. All right, here we go. So this is called eSword. Starting up in the upper right, this is where you search out your verse. Of course, we're using the King James. King James Bible. I always say KJV, the French pronunciation, but so I caught myself. Anyways, here is a little kind of personal note there, I guess. Here is the verse that we are studying. This down below is the rest of the chapter, which you can continue to scroll down. They usually, not always, they have a bit of a commentary, and then of course up here are related verses. But for our purposes, we'll just go right to this area, and we are on their God. So we'll click on the Strong's number, and it brings up Elohim. And Elohim has dual meanings, supreme God and God with a small g. These additional numbers here point to the primitive root of the word. So you keep going back to get additional meanings. And here we have, let's see, deity. So, okay, we keep going back. We have Almighty God. Keep going back. Here, denoting strength, strong, a ram, a strong tree, an oak. So essentially, you get the idea here. You just keep taking the word back and you get additional meaning. As mentioned, this is called eSword. It's for Apple. For Android, the app is my sword. I will put together something in the description box for you. But anyways, that's the software I use, and I wanted to make sure you saw it. So we'll keep moving on. I will be their God for Hebrew number, Hebrew word. And again, it's the same Hebrew word and concordance number for to know me, that. It's like that, for and that. And so we know essentially it's denoting strength in usage. Certainly for, doubtless for, assuredly for. So that's how that is. For they shall return. Concordance number, Hebrew word, meaning to turn back, to turn away from the world, and back to God. Return to the starting point, which we know we were formed by God, as it is written in Genesis 2:7, and the list of descriptive words, including rejoice, home again, convert, recall, recompense, recover, refresh, rescue, restore, retrieve, and return, and a few of those rapture reference words for encouragement. And I will be their God, and they shall return unto. Concordance number, Hebrew word. Here it's denoting motion towards, as in near, with, among, which points to our relationship with God, as God is near us, with us, and among us. Okay, they shall return unto me with their whole. And the emphasis here is on the word whole. That's the concordance number. There's the Hebrew word. And the proper usage here means the whole, all of it, all, every, all together, as many as, whosoever, howsoever. So we're talking the whole thing. The whole heart. Concordance number, Hebrew word, same Strong's number used earlier to give them a heart. We had seen that, and figuratively it's speaking of the heart as a place of innermost feelings, the will, the inner intellect or mind, and God will take action to make it wise, to give it understanding, and to transport with love. I love that little rapture reference. So we've done the whole verse, and I hope it went okay. I wanted to show you one last thing. I'm going to try to pull this up as well as I can. So within this brief look at Jeremiah 24/7, I hope I've managed to show that using a concordance can offer a more meaningful comprehension of God's holy word. I hope you'll incorporate this into your own study. I want to share this notebook with you. In it, I've taken verse after verse back to their original language. It's a combination of verses. Some I needed a deeper level of understanding on, and others just resonated with my heart. It's a worthwhile practice to actually write out an entire verse like this, and I highly recommend it. Just as there is evidence of God's eloquent pattern of creation in nature via the Fibonacci sequence seen in flowers and shells, for example, so too does a pattern exist hidden in God's holy word. And the concordance is part of the key that will open up scriptural revelation for you. Thank you so much for coming along with me on this little study. God bless you and yours. Take care. Bye now.